Hi everyone. Though we can't be together at the moment, I thought this would be a great opportunity for us to do a bit of a home experiment. With this week's topic being family and me, I thought I'd have a look at how unique we all are. All of us are made up of something called DNA. Now DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. I think that's possibly one of the longest words in science, but don't worry about that. We'll just stick with calling it DNA. People are made up of cells. Lots and lots of cells. If you look really, really closely, you'll see a huge amount of detail on your skin, but you still can't see the tiny, tiny little cells. In those cells is something even smaller, things called chromosomes. Humans have 46 different chromosomes. Flies only have 8, which shows you how much more complicated a human being is than a fly. You get half of those chromosomes, so 28, from your mum and half from your dad. Which is why when you look at yourself and you think about your personality and the things you like and the things you don't like, some of those things will be the same as your mum, and some of those things will be the same as your dad. But if you've got brothers and sisters, though they will have also had a mix of chromosomes from your mum and your dad, they will have had a different mix. So that's what makes them different people to you. Chromosomes themselves contain yet smaller things, and these are called genes. Now a gene contains the set of instructions for one very specific part of your body. So one gene would contain the instructions purely for what colour your eyes are, what colour your hair is, what shape your nose is, or maybe how big and what shape your ears are. Lots of genes all put together give you strings of DNA. Now to fit so much DNA into such a small space, it has to be all coiled up. So you have something like a slinky. Now a slinky is a spiral, it's a coil. But DNA is trying to pack so much information into that space that it has to be a double spiral, or scientists call it a double helix. So you haven't just got one slinky, but you've actually got a second slinky all wound inside. Now I've got a model of what the DNA can look like here. So inside the cells, inside the chromosomes, inside the genes, you've got DNA all packed in like this. But we can unspiral it and see that double helix structure. Think of it a bit like a ladder, with the verticals up either side, the rungs going across the middle, and the whole lot twisted, a bit like a spiral staircase. So DNA is the ultimate instruction manual for how to make a human being. And as you would imagine, that instruction manual is quite complicated, which makes it really long. If we were to take all of the DNA from one human being and stretch it all out into a line, it would be 10 billion miles long. Now that's a really, really big number to get your head around. And I'm not sure whether it will help at all, but 10 billion miles is about the distance from the Earth to Pluto, right at the edge of the solar system, and all the way back again. The quantity of DNA, the amount of information needed to build a person, is absolutely huge. Now, my model of DNA came from a template on the Royal Society for Biology website. It's a little bit complicated to fold, but with a bit of time and patience you can do it. There are also, of course, loads of other different ways of making a DNA double helix. So this is my challenge to you. I would like you to try and make your own piece of DNA. You're welcome to use the template, or you can make your own version. And you could make it out of all sorts of different things. It's completely up to you. But once you've made it, make sure that you send me a picture. And then we can put together everybody's little bits of DNA and build up our own DNA model of Scott Primary School. So I really look forward to seeing what you manage to create, and I'll see you again soon.